What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and this is another Matty Clashing With episode, and this time we are over with Cleric-Reborn. Now, if you guys haven't heard of these before, they're a sort of Channel 8 and Channel 9 war clan. There was one Channel 10 in there. In terms of the clan itself, you've got quite a few high levels in there. The person that brought me into the clan to come do the war recap here was Dan the Hero. I know Dan the Hero's got a couple of accounts in a few different places. He has got a YouTube channel, which a link to it will be in the description. So feel free to go check him out there, guys. He's also got a pretty good Twitter following. I think it's between 2,000 and 3,000 followers, which is quite a bit more than me. He actually helped bump me up to the 30,000 subscribers by doing a little tweet for me, which was very helpful. But yeah, really nice group of lads in this clan. It was good to chill here. Oops, that says Golem still from my war. Yeah, but this was a few days ago. Unfortunately, I've been away for the weekend, so had to leave and come back to get the recording done. But it was versus Desperate Times. So let's have a little look at the war. Firstly, you'll notice 43 out of an available 45 stars, so they know what they're doing. There was one tunnel that was missed, which I failed on it, so I can't remember what I tried now. I think it was a Larloon, the max attack, but it was super rushed, and I brought the wrong spells, and I brought the wrong... Dr. Boom Clash as well. I think I know him as from YouTube. But yeah, I bought the wrong spell. You'll see how I did it anyway. But there's quite some good Channel 8 attacks, and there's a couple of 9s I'll show, my own performance as well. My both attacks were very rushed this war, so nothing too spectacular on that front. But let's start off with number 10, which is a Channel 8 attack, and let's have a look at what we got with Cleric Dragonov. Now, I think Cleric Dragonov is the leader. I think he's got quite a few accounts in the clan. When it comes to Channel 8 3-starring, if you guys are not hogging, then you're missing a trick. You should hogging is the easiest way to do it. Now, 9 times out of 10 these days in a CC, you're going to see a Loon and a Dragon. Everyone seems to have got it in their head that that's the perfect army comp for a CC. But it's really easy to deal with. If you can get the pull, which you could from a hog lore, got the Dragon down to, lost about a third of its health, just over. Couple of wizards is all it's going to take to help finish that off, so you don't even need the queen. When the dragon's already a little bit weakened, you'll see soon that once the wizards target it, which will be now, it's not going to last very long at all, and in fact there it goes, and it's splat. All he's trying to do now is take down a few defences. He's killed the CC, just trying to do a little bit of damage, and now his main hogs are coming in from the north side of the base. You can see already dropped some archers on the corner builder huts just to save on time, but he's pushing through the base quite sort of systematically, sort of a wave of hogs all the way through from one side to the other, so the pathing helps. He has brought a couple of loons to help himself out as well, so you'll see the loons just coming in on the final defences at the back end of the raid, just to help the hogs out a little bit. You see that the hogs did path back there, but because that loon came in to help, both defences went down nice and quickly, which was perfect, and did distract. So the hogs were able to turn on, finish up the skellies, and then get on clean up very quickly. So pretty sweet raid. Like the fact he chucks a couple of loons in. You can do that at Channel 8. I mean, even if this Channel 8 had max level walls, which would be level 8, obviously this guy's only got level 6. It's still, I mean, most Channel 8s you come across, they'll be throwing their air defences in the middle. If it's more of an anti-3-star base at Channel 8, which those sort of bases do exist out there, you're going to want to consider more of a heavier kill squad, maybe a couple of golems, maybe a couple of Valkyries, something to go in and rush those giant bomb threats. But again, similar scenario. This time it's Dan the 2-0, which I believe is Dan the Hero, which makes sense. Doing an old school CC kill. So a couple of witches down, which were CC witches. They're spawning the skeletons, which are distracting the dragon. The wizards are there killing it. It's dead. Equally as effective. And now what Dan's doing is going for a massive hog wave from the entire northern side of the base, and just going to heal where necessary. I think he does catch a double giant bomb in this raid though, so a good group of his hogs die, but because he's got so many, he's just able, and the way he was going in there, to be honest, I'd have thought he would have tripped any giant bombs that were in the core. Was that the double giant bomb? Yeah, quite a few. I think we got quite a bit of bacon there down the bottom side. But so many hogs. I think I was actually on about the other raid where this happened on number 7. We'll see. But it's okay. Again, just dropping hogs like a boss. Got them down quick, effective. Pushed through the base. 3 heal spells. It was overkill. Absolute destruction. So wreck the base again. So pretty straightforward, pretty solid. Tunnel 8 attacks are a lot easier when you compare them to Tunnel 9, the depth of Tunnel 9. So once you've got your head around it, I think this is the one where he gets the unfortunately hits the double giant bomb. So this is Dragonov again, same sort of start. Again, poisoning the CC at the very start of the raid makes so much sense to just get it down. If there's loads of wizards in there, you'll kill them all before and you don't even have to really deal with it. Most bases, it shouldn't be too hard to get the CC pull. Anyway, Dragon taken down on the healthy. This time he's doing a few, instead of doing the mad rush which he did last time, a couple of barbarians to distract the dragon and a few wizards down to kill it. Again, it's so straightforward, it's so simplistic, and so effective as well. So while he's done that, killed the dragon, got the king tanking for some wizards. The hogs are just going in a huge wave. Now watching the core, there will be some bacon here, guys. If you do like seeing a bit of bacon, there go a load of hogs. They did get absolutely splat there, but he had so many and enough in like a wave that even if he did get the bacon, he was going to be okay to carry on, which he was, and he did. And the raid is essentially over, just down to clean up now, and there it goes. So again, Tunnel 8, if you're not into your hogging yet, get your hogs to level 4 immediately, because they are the best treat for Tunnel 8 for 3-star, and without a doubt, dragons, go wipe doesn't come close to what you can do with hogs once you get it right. Anyway, going to show a couple of Tunnel 9s and we'll move on to my performance. 5. Here we go. This one, low level queen, low level air defences, pretty newbie Tunnel 9, pretty poor layout. He does the right thing, to be fair. I mean, when it's this simple, just treat it simple, and he just does a spam Laloon. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just effective. I would have poisoned the CC just as he pulled it out. There's no reason why he didn't do that. Drops the king and the queen. They're just suicide king and queen, by the way. They're just there to kill the CC. That's all they need to do. And he's got 4 rage, 4 hounds, 25 loons. It's a stupid amount of loons. Watch this. Hounds down, 2 down already. It's all 1 on every air defense, actually. Now the ones down south, I think, are pretty pointless, because what are they tanking for? He should have dropped the 4 at the top side, because they're tanking for nothing. Because by the time the loons get down there, there's nothing there, and all the pups die. So pretty poor execution, if you ask me. It would have been a lot cleaner if he'd have dropped to the 2 on each top air defence, so that then once each of those air defences went down, the hounds moved to the bottom air defences and tanked for those loons. That would be the much better way to do it. So yeah, it's a little tip for him and you guys. George, let's have a little look. He does an old school go-ho, proper old school. You'll see what I mean. Pull the CC using a hog, cheap pull. Pull it to the north using a barbarian. Witches down. They're going to distract the dragon. The loons moving so slowly because the skellies are dying so quick. It's like glitch walking. And he's just going to drop the queen down as well. The golem is down. He's going to use wall breakers to break in. Such a classic sort of raid style this is. Haven't seen it. You don't see it in a while, which is why I wanted to show it. Actually, I was considering not, but hey ho, the old methods do still work on certain bases, particularly when you can eliminate the double giant bomb threats if there are any. On this one, he caught a giant bomb on part of the kill squad, which is perfect. Eliminating, if that air defense goes down and the wizard tower, he could potentially eliminate another giant bomb. Actually, you'd need the mortar to go as well, so maybe. But here it is. Look, a single train of hogs. El Paso. I can't remember which clan I'm warring with or where he's from. So I'll go and have a chat to him in a second and see where he's from. I can't remember my own schedule. I don't know what I'm doing. King and queen tanking in the core. Hogs just moving around nice and seamlessly throughout the base. It looks like they might miss that bottom Tesla, which is always a little bit irritating, because if that, and he's just about to catch another giant bomb, but they're all in heal. If he does miss the Tesla, they've got a path all the way back after, which is what you're going to see here. So look, they're going to carry on through the base, speeding up now, then all the way back to the Tesla, and then they can go on cleanup duty. Hasn't really got any other cleanups except Hogs. Always a rookie error not to take at least 2 wizards to help with the cleanup, but he has walked away with a swag heal spell as well, so pretty clutch on that. Anyway, my attempt, so I did an attack on number 3. Where are we? They couldn't get me. Haha. There we go. Okay, this is a max attack. So two fatal errors I make here. One, I bought a jump spell instead of a heal spell. I was at the office. I was sort of in a rush to leave the office and ended up running into basically my dad's office and to do an attack. And my brother was in there on a business conversation. And I like on the phone, and I just ran into his desk, started the raid, saw that I had the jump, and I was like, oh no. So I'm max attacking through 9 o'clock anyway, poisoning the CC at the start, which is what you've just seen me talking about, creating a nice big opening into the base. Can pretty much get the whole base from here. 2 golems down. It's nice and straightforward on the funnel side of things. The wizard's creating that funnel. Queen down. The dragon's going to go and get the golem. I did a test wall breaker as well, so all this is moving fine. I'll go to drop the king, because it's about time I can get the king in. And I fat-fingered a hound. Look at that. Absolute friggin' waste I've just hit there. Those traps didn't even need to trigger them. They would have been unneeded. And then the jump spell. I had no use for the jump spell whatsoever again, and my king, it just fell apart. Even if I got the air defences, which I did, then doing the Lalaoon with the hound down, I didn't have enough to push through, to tank and to get the 3-star, unfortunately, guys. So I was really gutted with myself, because you know, when I committed that much to the max attack, like all my spells and that sort of thing, instead of doing a standard Shattered Lalaoon, I expected a bigger result than I got, and I screwed it up myself. I fat-fingered a hound, which became no relevance to the raid, so you guys probably know how horrendous that is when you do it. And then the next attack was number 2, which was a 3-star. It didn't count because the base had already been 3-starred by the Town Hall 10. Because there was only one Town Hall 10 in the war, so you might as well have hit a Town Hall 9 for a 3 as well. And I'll tell you now, probably about 2 minutes of thought process went into this raid. I just saw Go Weaver from the bottom, Hog from the north, just go for it. My Valks went AWOL, as you'd imagine. My Hogs, when you do a quick plan like this, oops, it rarely goes perfectly. Okay, so I started the CC pull, dropped a poison straight on to kill them all, because it was a nice and easy pull, nice and easy kill. A couple of loons on the cannon just so my golems didn't directly target it, so I could spread them a little bit better and get a little bit of tanking going on. Should have dropped my golems a little bit wider to catch the cannons. That would have been a smarter choice. In fact, I should have dropped the golems on the archer towers instead of the mortar, just to make it a little bit easier for me. Golems are going in. I'm trying to get the wizards to funnel now, but I needed the cannons to be distracted. Now they are. I can use the wizards for funnel. Sending in the Valks, look, sending in the king. Just bit of a major kill squad going on to go and see what I can take down. Queen's about to start getting hit by the enemy queen, I think. Oh no, queen on queen. It's going to happen. Here we go. Pop my queen ability. I used the jump spell at the corner just to help the king and the Valkyries move through. And then I just send in 2 groups of hogs all the way through the north side of the base. Bit of an early heal spell down on the one side, but I didn't target the... I think I got a bit of an error because I didn't get the archer tower. The hogs sort of died a little bit too quick. My king and couple of Valks got outside the... Most of my Valks got outside the base, actually. The hogs came through to the court and then ultimately had to move through to the final defences, and they didn't quite make it. So what I actually relied on to finish the base off was King tanking for some King and Golem tanking for a single wizard, which a couple of wizards there actually. There was more than one. One arch tower left. The wizard got it down, and then the Valkyries ran around the outside cleaning up. So really sloppy. But when it's a really poor base design like that, I don't want to spend hours planning something special like an AQ walk and stuff, particularly when I'm in a rush. So I didn't do anything too crazy. But yeah, anyway, enjoyed my time over at Cleric-Reborn. Clan that's sort of, again, toying with 3 stars, getting sort of the basics. But you know, there's you've seen all of my war recaps at EE, and you know the sort of raids that we're doing. But I suppose when you're faced with wars like that, there's not really too much you can do. But anyway, great bunch of lads. Nice to meet Dan the Hero, good YouTuber, and I'll hope you guys enjoyed this episode. On to the next one, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.